Friends, thank you for watching my channel. I just want to remind you, if you need wallpaper, go to www.wallpaperboulevard.com. Tell them Spencer sent you. In fact, if you use my hashtag, Spencer Colgan is wallpaper, they'll be sure to give you 10% off at your checkout. No matter how much you order, they have a wide selection of wallpaper. Check it out. Tell them I said hello and enjoy your discount. So you're a wallpaper hanger, and you're good, and you've been doing things for quite some time, and it's working out for you. But it's never too late to learn a new trick. Well, I know a fellow who's a veteran wallpaper installer, and his name is Larry Duval. And Larry has been installing wallpaper for over 40 years. And I said, Larry, what do you do when you got wallpaper and you want to make the perfect cut right up against here and you don't have a lot of space to do it? You can't get your tool in there. And Larry says, Spencer, I want you to use the trim as a guide. I said, you kidding? He said, nope. I want you to use that trim as a guide, and you're going to have a perfect layout of the wallpaper right up against the trim where it meets the wall. So I haven't had the opportunity to use the technique that Larry taught me while we were sitting down having a cold soft drink together about a month ago. So let me show you what he taught me, so that you can make your job as easy as he has helped me to make mine. I first secure my inside corner. I've always cut the corner. Okay? Let me show you what I'm talking about. My corner is cut. This is the doorway wall, and this is the piece on the adjacent wall for which this video has been made. So now I push the paper up against the trim to get a precision cut, because we're going to use the trim as the guide, but we're not going to cut the trim. We can't do that because we're professionals. You like my new tool? Thanks, Larry. Larry charged me for it, but that's all right. I still love him. Okay, so I'm going to start at the top of this trim. So here we go. My knife is riding right up against the trim. But here's the challenge for you. You can't cut the trim and you can't start shaving the trim. Okay? So you have to really use your feelers and your hands and your eyes to pull that blade up against the trim without turning the blade onto the trim. Right? Because we don't want to do that. Neither does your customer want you to do that. Then when you get to the bottom, you want to trim that excess off at the bottom so that you can put this wallpaper right in place. Now let me bring you around the other way. Did Larry treat me or teach me well? Wow. Look at the precision cut. There's my trim, as you can see from the impression. Wow, Larry. Now this is elegant, this is residential wallpaper in a nice condo in Clearwater, but this is commercial grade wall covering. Okay, this is type 2 in a house. But, and that makes this procedure all the more necessary. You start trying to make a cut in here with this thick vinyl. Oh boy, you might make a mess of things. Look at the precision cut. I'm trying to get that camera in there as best I can. You see that? Look at the sharp cut. You can see how sharp my line is on this edge by looking at this edge, right? And it ends right on the trim. I'm just pushing it in with my thumb, right up against there. Nicey nice. What do you think? All right. Well, let's remove this paper. See how we did on the trim. Let's get it off. La-dee-dee-dee-dee. Of course it's all gunked up with paste. But I think you would agree we did the trick. Now, if you're looking in the corner and say, oh, Spencer, I see a line. Well, cut me some slack. I gotta mend that seam, push it together, and make it look beautiful. Let me clean it up and show it to you. Thank you, Larry. These tight spaces don't allow you get a smoother in there, so we're going to trim the pencil line by just taking our scissors, our shears, and trimming that. Thank you, Larry, for the expert advice. Because there's nothing like getting advice from a professional. Larry's been doing this 41 years. We always have something to learn, no matter how long you've been doing it. So that's how we do it. Now, don't blame me for this. This is a renovation condo. They brought the sheetrock flush with the frame of this metal door. And if I trim it any further back, it's going to expose more of the wall. So when you look at it head on, it's pretty good. This is not a good renovation line because there's no demarcation for my wallpaper. So that's okay. But that's not what the video is about. The video is about making this line. And I think we did that pretty well. That's your tip for the day. Click on like if you like the video and subscribe to my channel.